him, obviously, to Jay-Z. So that's he says us hip hop guys never fell for that. Saying we're making the albums and we're taking the money. He says rock and roll people, they're the only people that were ever stupid enough to be convinced that you can't make money and good music at the same time. And I know myself, Tony, we have worked with several of these people. Several of them.
Yes, we have in fact worked with several losers.
I mean, they write the songs. They put incredible amounts of effort into producing the CD. All systems go. And then, I don't know, Tony, what would the word be for what happens to their heads? Self-implodes?
Yeah. Fear of success. They start to see that finish line and they freak out.
Yeah, and the finish line is money, the opposite sex, or the same sex. Or the same sex if you're in that direction. Either one.
Judge.
Basically, yeah, you'll be the judge. The money, sex, and a measure of fame. And as soon as they see that shining in their future, I'm trying to choose my words here because FCC.
Right.
But their brain explode. Ever see the movie Scanners?
Yep.
Science fiction movie about telepaths. People's brains explode, literally. And I think that's what happens to these people. The possibility of success causes their brains to mentally explode. And then they either, well, I don't know. Let's see, usually what happens is the symptoms of this is that they quit their jobs, they quit their band, they quit their girlfriend or boyfriend, they move back in with their parents, they move to some other state far away from their audience, and they start doing something that has nothing to do with what was promising success in the first place.
Start a really shitty band and think it's the next best thing coming and leave their band members high and dry and don't tell them about their new project.
Right, and then the new project comes out and basically it sounds like a bunch of cats in a blender, basically. That's, yeah. But the important thing is the new project, like finishing up the thought we're making here, the new project has absolutely zero possibility of success. That's the important thing. It cannot succeed.
And if you're taking...
Kind of like, a submarine with a screen door launched into the Pacific Ocean. It cannot succeed in what it's trying to accomplish.
And I know there's some listeners out there that's taking exception to this. That's because we've hit home. You know it.
Yeah, if you're pissed off at what we're saying right now, exactly. Chuckles, yeah, I couldn't have said it better. Exactly. All right. Now, let's get back to some bands that put the effort in.
And don't suck.
Don't suck.
So it's not Kiss, right? Oh. You had to get that zinger in.
Zing!
He did. See, and the reason for this is because Kiss is probably one of the few subjects on this planet that Chuckles the Clown and George Garner will be polar opposites on until the heat death of the universe.
Right. Or
Right.
the death of Kiss.
Kiss will never die.
Well, one can only hope.
Actually, no, that they won't, because Gene Simmons, and now even as a Kiss fan, I will admit that I don't want to see this happen in any way, shape, or form. Gene Simmons has actually talked about, well, and I guess the idea came to him because now there's only 2 original members. There used to be 4. Now there's only 2 original members, okay? He's actually talking about that when he dies and Paul Stanley dies, the 2 original members, he wants to see Kiss franchised out like Blue Man Group.
I just threw up in my mouth.
I felt a vague... I just kept repeating to myself after I heard him say that, he's kidding, he's kidding, he's kidding, he's kidding, he's kidding. That's the only way I could not vomit myself.
Why don't you franchise out some Chuckles the Clowns throughout the nation?
That's a good idea.
That wouldn't be a bad thing, actually. Now we're talking about a totally separate thing. We're talking about national domination.
Yeah, I can get away with whatever I want. I didn't do it. It was that Chuckles.
Okay, and again, the segue creates itself. This is the Czar from Scarlet Angel on the Haunted Cabaret, Rhode Island Free Radio.
Bazaar across the nation, fighting the war, abomination. Legends so far upon creation, healing the score, habitation. Volcanoes breaking, running for your life, you roll like a freight train. I feel your power, stealing shallow souls, relinquishing the pain. Your final hour, sit up the Zor across the nation, fighting the war, abomination. Legends so far upon creation, healing the scar, the habitation. Fighting the war, abomination. Legends so far upon creation, healing the score, the habitation.
All right, that was Scarlet Angel with the Czar. And Chuckles, you said you know that band, don't
I
you?
do know those young ladies. Kim, I know her more than the other one. We've had the privilege of partying with them out in Columbus, Ohio, at a really great convention.
That must have been a party indeed.
It was. It was at Midwest Haunters Convention. A bunch of haunters, heavy metal, and these folks kick ass live just as well as they do on album. So, and they really are top-notch evil people. That's my way of saying they're good people.
Now, we're coming toward the end of the show, as usual, much too fast. But I know, Chuckles, you have a couple of things you promoted on your show. Yeah, let's promote it here, too, because there's a couple of interesting things here. Comic-Con, is it coming up?
Well, let's go to the first one first so people know. March 14th, the day after Friday the 13th, Rock for a Cure. This will be down in good old Bellingham, Mass.
Now, are we curing musical losers, or what are we trying to...
No, we're curing cancer. This is going to be there'll be a relay for cancer there. So Milford's Relay for Life. And this will be at Millville's Men Club, 8 Lloyd Street, Bellingham, Mass. Doors open at 7. It is $10 per head. Pizza, food, rock, evil clowns.
Okay, now curing cancer, that's something even I can get behind, because that's actually something that I could myself die of, so there's some self-interest here. It could happen. So, yeah, cure it before I get it.
I hope so. I hope this one goes out. This is a lame disease. It takes way too many people too quickly. And it's been taking too long for us to come up with a cure for this. Another great one coming up, South Coast Toy and Comic Show, where Rhode-IslandFreeRadio.org will be setting up, and I will be signing autographs with them as well. And you need information for this, go to www.southcoasttoyandcomic.com. Get times, directions, and celebrities that are going to be there. But who cares about the other celebrities, about the Power Rangers and stuff? Chuckles the Clown's
Yeah, they have
there.
what are there any other? I mean, Chuckles the Clown is the reason to go in the first place. But are there any other notable celebrities?
Yeah,
there?
one of the Red Rangers is going to be there. I don't know the Power Rangers guys. I know I'm Chuckles Crypt, and I have to do my research, and I'm going to cry watching this stuff. But they'll be there, and of course Tony Jones, the man that ran for governor, and the mind behind Rhode Island Free Radio will be there. So be a good time.
And we'll have free stuff.
Free. Not me. I'm not giving away free crap. Rhode Island Free Radio is. I'm charging you for my crap.
And, okay, but
Okay, I'll give away free business cards.
Well, I was going to say, though, that, Chuckles the Clown, you're going to have copies of, among other things, you're going to have copies of your long-running
Television
show
full
there.
series now. A full first series will be up there.
Right, which is
T-shirt.
to say, no, let's make this distinction here. The stuff that Chuckles sells at these events isn't usually crap.
No.
No, the stuff that Tony and I sell at these events is genuine crap.
And we make more money.
And we make, well, yes, and there is a method to our madness, yes.
And
Why
I
do
usually
people
end
love
up
crap.
and I usually end up buying your crap too. That's the worst part. I'm trying to make money, and what happens? This son of a bitch pulls out a freaking camera figure. There goes my money.
What do you think? I keep signing you up.
Oh, he
Paying
opens
for my weekend.
He opens, and now I know it. He opens that comic book box early because he knows the
But
nerd in
Chuckles
me.
the Clown will be browsing through it.
Right, instant sell right there. I know it. Okay.
All right, I'll tell you, this is unusual. Ending the Haunted Cabaret with almost canned-sounding sitcom laughter. Okay, once is okay. All right, let's end. All right, as far as the music goes, let's end it with. Okay, I'll erase this laughter. Let's end with a little bit of Exhumed, Vacant Grave, closing out this issue of the Haunted Cabaret on Rhode Island Free Radio. Nighty night.